領域展開。
浮気がバレて死にたい、こっちの方が100倍死にたい。嘘だらけのダサ弁解、だろい数ヶ月のフェイクラブ。さぞかしい気分だったよね。数人の相手をもて遊んで、やり返しても意味がないの。痛みか苦しみ受けの後遺症。ゲとか事前に言ってくれれば直すのに、顔とか言うなら付き合った意味がわからない。セフレ作れよ最初から。愛のな半端のせこいバカじゃない。鼻から顔で選んでならない。目が大事とか言ってたじゃねえか。季節移り変わり、キスの相手も移り変わり。つける薬なんてない。死ななければ治りゃしない。嘘のideaのストックあるのすごいけど、都会かよりが地図がかっこいいよ。さまさま素敵な恋愛って何、飽きとしとしゃいような感情って何、この先生きてくメリットって何、今後子供踏んでく意味って何。キスからめちゃくちゃ読んでる、前のせい飲みまくる酒、全部悟ってふわふわ OD、 命と引き返して構成しろ。くりくりまっさっきとるたまたまチンチンビロン、明日も生きよう、あなたのために生きよう。パクパクピクの味噌レバーおいしいよ。大好きなのは変わらないけど、怒りだけが今収まらない。感情任せてごめんなさい、今から教える本当の浮気がバレて死にたい、こっちの方が100倍死にたい。嘘だらけのダサ弁解、だろい数ヶ月のフェイクラブ。さぞかしい気分だったよね。数人の相手をもて遊んで。
Yo, alright, so that was the insane run I got with this team. This is basically the team that Kovian showcased. Should go check it out. Meredith is here. Meredith on Ocean Wave is so busted, man. She has like 100% uptime on the speed up buff. And with Alice, you're not gonna run out of speed up buff, which is just completely insane. So yeah, these are my runes. Chloe doesn't have any speed at all. Just go full damage, at least 70% crit rate. And I put her on Avatara because that could also boost the score. When the boss goes into the multiplier phase, he does land an attack on you. So if you put everyone on Avatara, that could be a little bit more damage. And also, there's a reason why you want to put... If you can put everyone on Avatara, then you should. Because the thing with Era's buff, Restingement's Watch, if you look at it, can't be debuffed at the end of ally's turn. The carries AP plus 50%. This is not ally's turn. This is more like an ally action. So counter attacks, pursuit, whatever, turn, additional turn, everything that the ally does gives you the 15% AP. So if you equip everyone on the counter set, anyone that has the Brisingement's Watch will gain 15% AP for every counter that the ally does, or every pursuit, whatever, which is just... And also every Astral Witchcraft proc, because this one, even though it's not an extra turn, it's an extra action. It will also push the 15 AP by 15% for anyone that has the Brisingement's Watch. My first team was, instead of Meredith, I was using Asenath, but that one also got me 27.7 million, but it was a bit lower, and it's not quite consistent at 20 million plus. This team is really consistent at 20 million plus, because you have the speed up buff at all times, and also I'm running a speed lead. Anki Chai on Ocean Waves and counter set. Try to put as many counter set as you possibly can. Gaius counter set. Gaius on Astral. This is so broken, bro. Gaius is on Astral Witchcraft. The thing with Astral Witchcraft is it resets once you get an additional turn. So with Gaius, if you don't have the S3 up on cooldown, you do whatever his skill, right? Let's say his S1, he procs an Astral Witchcraft, he goes into Godmode, that's an additional turn. So when he gets an additional turn, it resets the Astralis. From now I'm gonna go call it Astralis. So it resets the Astralis because it's a new turn, so you can actually proc it once again. So the turn goes, he uses whatever skills, S1, procs an astral, goes into God mode, gains an additional turn, uses skill, and then procs another astral. So he can proc 2 astral witchcrafts in the same turn. So it's kind of like getting 4 turns in a row, which is so insane. So he can alone give like 60% AP to any allies that has the Brisingament's Watch. And then Meredith is on Ocean Wave. I don't have counter set on her because I'm running out of counter set that has decent speed, so I'm just gonna give it speed instead. And the position as well also matters a lot. I think if you want a higher score, you can put Era on here, on the far left. You need her at R6 in order to get like insane score by putting Era on the left, because if you're putting her on the left, you're banking on the fact that this skill 3 will also put 1 Brisingament's Watch on any of your allies. It's random, so you're banking on the fact that she puts this on Chloe, Gaius, or any of your allies instead of her, because then she's going to funnel her S2 onto her and then go back to S3, S2, S3, S2, S3. So you could end up with a run that you have Brisingament's Watch on almost all of your allies, which got me to 27 million by putting Era on the left. But if you want a consistent run, Era on the left is not consistent. Sometimes you can get like plus times 12, a lot frequent, times 10 even, multiply on the multiplier, and sometimes it's not even EX++. This however is guaranteed EX++. You can get times 10, but still the damage is just insane that you can get like easily 1 million score on the times 18 multiplier. So EX++ is guaranteed if you put Chloe on the left. And the reason is because she's going to funnel her S2 onto Chloe, and Chloe is just going to do insane amounts of damage. The positioning absolutely matters right here. Chloe on the left for Era to funnel her S2. Era on the second spot, because I'll put up a video, a link on how Alice S1 works. Basically, in long story short, the farthest left has a higher chance of assisting Alice's S1. So you want the units that have significant impact on their S1 to be placed on the farthest left. I can't put Era on the left because I need Era to use her S2 onto Chloe. So right here, the setup is Chloe has the highest chance to pursuit with Alice. She's second, third, fourth, and fifth. She doesn't count herself because she can't pursue herself. And also, if you have like a good counter set on Meredith, you can also do this. But I don't have, so I'm gonna put this one. I want her to counter a lot more because sometimes because the boss has attacks that do only onto the front units. And you want her on the farthest right because how counter set works is it goes from left to right. So what I mean by that is if all of your units proc a counter, right, because the boss did an AoE attack, the sequence will be Chloe, him, and then Meredith. But the thing is, Alice exists in this team, so if everyone procs a counter, it will go 1, 2, 3. Alice procs a counter, procs the S1 assist, onto, let's say, Chloe, right? And then it will go boom, boom, and then Chloe gets the assist. So in that turn, within that same window, Chloe actually attacked twice. It's kind of like she counted twice. But if you put Alice in the front, she counters first, and then let's say she procs an assist onto Anki-Chai, but Anki-Chai also procs Avatara proc, so it's going to go boom, 1, she counted, procs an assist onto Anki-Chai, she counters, and then since he counters and assisted, he's only going to do one action. So the thing is, you cannot proc a counter and assist back to back. You need another ally to do an action. So if you put her over here, yeah, like I said just now. But if you put her at the front, then you cannot double assist or double counter. So yeah, that's about it for the explanation. This team is pretty cracked. Gaius on Astral can really pop off. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Ciao.